Faith Academy is traveling to face Temple Holy Trinity. Head coach Russ Roberts tells us there's many reasons to be motivated for this one.
Well, we're really not 6-0. We're really 0-0 because we have no district wins. And we only have 3 district opponents, which makes each district game extremely important. It'd be very hard to recover from a loss. Our district is not a real strong district. I won't, lie about that or try to mislead it. It's not real strong, but nevertheless, each game is crucial. We have 4 games left, 3 district, 1 non-district, which introduces a little bit of a strange formula. We've got to figure out how to play hard in that one non-district that's left without jeopardizing our chance to finish up the district race. But we were district champ last year, and we really want to repeat that again if we possibly can.
Other than the obvious reason, you play to win championships, tell me why else. What is the advantage for a TAP school to be a district champ?
In TAP school, you host, which means that whoever we play, and the bracket has not come out yet, but we believe that we'll play someone from District 6, which comes out of the Houston area, which means that we'd give them about a 3.5-hour trip. And last year we were able to talk Cy Christian into playing on Friday night. I don't think we could probably pull that off again. Probably have to play on Saturday this year. But if that's the case, we can handle that. And it's great. Marble Falls ISD is so good to us, and they give us such a wonderful, great place to play. And we just like to play there whenever we can.
Tell me what you know about Temple Holy Trinity. What do you know about them offensively?
Well, they've changed a little bit. They're a little bit more power this year than they were last year. They're not a real big team. I'm a little surprised at their choice of offense and defense. They run a defense very similar to ours in that it's a pressuring defense. They try to put a lot of people in your face, and it's going to be interesting to see. We try to do that to other people. It's going to be interesting to see if they can do it to us. And I'm a little bit baffled. Last year they ran this offense with 2 split ends. They brought both their ends in tight, which makes me suspect their passing attack a little bit. Their quarterback has played a couple of games, and then he's been out a couple of games. So we're not exactly sure who we'll see. They had a tough loss last week against Holland. They were outclassed against Holland. I'm not sure we wouldn't have been as well. But it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back. But the one thing I know, they've got a young head coach in Coach Swartz that is going to convince them that, hey, it's 0-0. And we've got a chance to upset the district champ from last year and get into this race. And if they could beat us, they would be almost a shoo-in to make the playoffs, either first or second. So they're going to play hard, and it's in their stadium, so we'll have to get used to that.
What do you know about them defensively?
Defensively, as I said, they put a lot of pressure on you. They've got a couple of kids that are pretty good size. They're not as big as some of the people we've played, but they're formidable, and I think they'll offer an interesting challenge. I hope that we can use our power and our speed and our deceptiveness to get a quick advantage on them.
Do they run? Are they more of a run-oriented? Or
They are. Matter of fact, they run more than we do, which is hard to do. They don't throw very often, and they don't throw particularly well when they do. Their halfback pass is probably the best pass they have. We're number 22, their tailback, and I'd tell you who he was, but we don't have a roster. Number 22 fakes a sweep and then throws, which is similar to what we do with Royale, but they tend to do a little bit more than we do.
Have there been any players that have stepped up and even greater than what you thought going into this season?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've had some real shocking surprises and some good surprises. Michael Pinter, who was a kid that we didn't think was really going to make a real contribution next year. We were looking forward to maybe a senior year. He showed us in a JV game that he wanted to play, and then now we've moved him up and given him that same opportunity at the varsity level, and Daniel's done a super job for us. I'm extremely pleased with him. We've got some other kids that have done well. Some of our linemen, Tommy Pelham can fill in at a lot of places. Of course, Heston Hand moving in here, we felt like he might be a real good linebacker, and he has been, and he's also helping us on offense. So there have been many pleasant surprises, and we're thankful for them.
Have you changed your approach this week at all in terms of preparation, since it is the starter district play for the team?
We're creatures of habit, and no, we have not changed it, and we have not changed it on purpose. We will change it in the next few weeks, but we'll change it very slowly, and we'll try to create a pattern as we change a pattern. I don't think, again, I don't think high school kids deal well with what they do and what they're familiar with. They don't do well with unfamiliarity. High school kids are very easy to confuse. And so we're going to make it, we're going to make things as normal as we possibly can. And with a road trip, that's a little bit tougher, but we'll work hard to do it.
Okay. Coach, anything else you want to say or mention? I know you're the defending district champ, but like you said, you're 0-0. I don't feel like the boys are any less motivated going into district play than they were last year.
I certainly hope not. We've done our best to motivate them to get ready for this week's game. And starting the district race is maybe a little bit easier than it may be in a week. It may be tougher in a week, and then again, it may be easier if we get upset Friday night. Next week may be easy to motivate, but they've taken to it pretty well. We've hashed over some of the situations that developed last year and why Holy Trinity felt like that had we played a week earlier or a week later, they might have played us a lot better. And we've reminded the kids of that. And we want to let them know that we want to educate them to where they are and where we are.
Russ Roberts. Coaches have been pleased with how well the Flames have taken to the playbook, including senior Heston Hand. In his first season as a Flame, Hand has made quite an impact. Coach said you are the Flames' leading tackler.
Yes, ma'am.
What does it take to be a team's leading tackler?
Just a lot of motivation. You got to keep your team fired up, and just the drive to keep on tackling.
Y'all are undefeated right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you finish out the season without an L in that win-loss column?
Yes, ma'am. I believe we can.
Do y'all talk about that in the locker room? Is that a conversation piece, or is it just about taking one opponent at a time?
We don't really talk about the future. We leave that in God's hands, and all we can do about it is pray. But as the week goes on, we just look forward to the game that we're going to be playing, and then just go from there.